Okay, so we're gonna basically start with a 3-part workout today, starting with a warm-up. We're gonna jump into the upper body strength, and then we're gonna do the core circuit. So 4-part, workout before we do a cool down. So it's warm-up, upper body, core, cool down. Arm circles. So 30 seconds each side, guys. I don't know if you guys caught that, but sometimes mid-exercise, like if I'm doing arm circles, feel comfortable enough to switch directions, because sometimes we'll notice maybe this is too easy, maybe it's starting to hurt. You don't want it to hurt. You're just trying to warm up your body. And it's okay to switch directions in the middle of your set, especially with arm circles. That's like something that you want to cover as much as you can as far as the range of motion and where you're being triggered. All right. So good, arm circles, 30 seconds on each side. Next, we're gonna do scapula wall slides. Now, I don't know what scapula wall slides are. I did happen to bring, I don't have a way to do scapula wall slides. I don't even know what they are. Should have done my research probably. But let's just kind of bring our focus to center and let's get on with the next part. So the next part we can do. These are called plank shoulder taps, and it's gonna be kind of very closely to what it sounds like. What you're gonna wanna do is find yourself on your mat. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel. You can use 2 towels if you really want to. You don't necessarily need a towel. It's more just keep the abrasion off your skin from the grass or the ground or the carpet, wherever you may be. But shoulder taps are basically going to be exactly how it sounds. Push-up position, 30. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh. Good job if you're able to complete those. Get your blood pumping a little bit. Next, we're going to be doing 5 reps of push-up into downward dog. Push-up into downward dog. So you can start off in modified if you can't do a full push-up. That's fine. If you could do a full push-up, go ahead and get into your standard push-up pose, which is gonna look a lot like this. And just lean into downward dog. That's gonna be 1. Back down. 2. 3. 4. And 5. After that, you're gonna go ahead and do your cat-cow. So staying on your mat, keeping yourself low. You don't want to inhale on the way up, arching your back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This could be one of the most comfortable positions to find tension in your lower back. And if you feel like twisting, you can twist. Find some relief in wherever the tension may be building up. And for me, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with cat-cow. Okay. And we're basically gonna do that whole set one more time. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back into arm circles. You guys know what arm circles are? Arm circles. Next side. Do a full range. Maybe do 15 going one direction, 15 going backwards. It's really up to you guys. However you guys feel you could benefit the most. My thing is try to get as much range of motion as possible while doing these, because this is a stretch, but it's also going to keep your shoulders, connective tissue, joint, all of that. It's going to keep it nice and soft, warmed up, nice and malleable. Get it ready for the next movement that we're going to be doing, which is the plank shoulder touch. You guys remember the plank shoulder touch? So let's go ahead and get right back into the next part of the workout. You're going to want to basically get down into a plank position. I like to inchworm it out. And the number is 20. Do 20 shoulder touches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. We're going to do 5 push-ups, going into downward dog. So that's basically going to be back in a plank position, only now we're in standard push-up. Going into downward dog. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, guys. If you guys were able to do 5 of those with me, it's very important that we at least attempt to complete as much of the exercise as possible. Go ahead and dip into cat-cow. Basically arch your back while exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just about wraps it up for our warm-up. We're about to jump into our upper body strength training. So if you guys have kept up with me thus far, let's move on to the next part of our workout and let's get our upper body going. Break. We're going to go ahead and jump into the first part of our upper body strength training. And for the first exercise, you're going to need a variation of 1 to 2 dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, that's fine. You can use water bottles, milk jugs, detergent gallons, anything that you can just add an equal amount of weight to your hands. You don't necessarily need weight, but you could just do body weight if you don't have anything at all. Or if this is too challenging for you and you really can't do it with any type of weight, don't hurt yourself. Slow and steady. What we're going to be doing is grabbing our dumbbells and doing a dumbbell shoulder press. So what that looks like is you keep your dumbbells to your side and we're just going to do 10 straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and get into our push-ups. We're gonna do 10 to 15. I'm gonna keep it easy today. I don't want to end up with an injury, and I don't want you guys to either. So I'm gonna count out 10, and you're welcome to do up to 15 if you think you can handle the challenge. You don't necessarily need to. You can either start in modified or do standard push-up position. So let's get into it. That's 10. Go ahead and keep up with it. If you guys can do more, you're welcome to do more. And this next one is my favorite. It's the bent over dumbbell rows. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know this is my favorite exercise. So what you want to do is you want to be able to keep your knees slightly bent. You might want to have your feet shoulder width apart. I don't think it's a good idea to put your feet in a narrow stance just because you want to keep as much stability as possible. So widen your stance at least shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge at your hips, keeping your stance nice and soft on your knees, and count out 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Give yourself a pat on the back if you're able to get those done. Nice and easy, right? All right, don't get too carried away with putting your dumbbells down, because the next thing we're gonna do is 10 bicep curls. 10 bicep curls. So let's go ahead and start. Bringing your palms forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So 10 bicep curls. I went ahead and dropped the dumbbells, but I think I'm gonna pick one back up, because the next thing that we're gonna do is a tricep extension. So holding your weight horizontally, you're gonna lift it up over your head towards the back of your neck and do 12 tricep extensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I said 12, didn't I? 11, 12. All right. So if you guys find that to be a little easy. What you can do to intensify that is find a chair or a stool and basically hold the back of it, hold the front of it towards your back and do a dip on it. Extend your feet out and do a dip. And what that's gonna do is activate your entire tricep from your shoulder all the way down to your elbow. And you might even find yourself engaging in certain areas of your forearm just gripping onto the stool or the chair. And I would recommend that as probably being the most intense variation of that exercise when it comes to using just body weight. So if you don't have a bench or a stool, and you have something heavy in your hands like a, I don't know, grocery bags or anything that you can add weight to, a tricep extension works just as good. Okay, so I think, yes sir. So I think we went ahead and completed our first round of upper body strength training. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 more rounds of that same exact set of exercises. And in this next one, we're gonna do everything the same way that we did the first one. So I'll see you guys in that next one. If you need to, take a 30 to 60-second break, get some water. You guys well deserve it. And I'll see you guys right now in the next part of the video. All right, guys, welcome back to the second part of our upper body strength training exercises. We're gonna go ahead and continue where we left off, picking up our dumbbells and going ahead and continuing with our dumbbell shoulder press. 10 reps, guys. So bring them on up and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna go ahead and bring it into our push-ups, doing 10 to 15, 15 if you can handle it. If not, 10 is fine. You could start off in standard or modified push-up position. Choice is yours. I always recommend do what you can handle. Never try to overexert and hurt yourself. It's not worth any injury. So I'm gonna count out 10 just because that's where I feel comfortable right now. And you guys can do near as many as you need to, up to 15. Good job if you're able to get all 10 of those done. My favorite exercise is up next. Go ahead and grab your dumbbells. And what you want to do is your feet have some stability. So sometimes that's shoulder width apart, other times it's a little bit wider of a stance. As long as you're stable and you're not going to lose balance, that's exactly where you want to be. You don't want to overextend yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to lose balance either. So let's go ahead and get with your ankle distance or hamstrings. And let's start with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. That's good for growth, baby. If I can do it, you can do it. I really believe that. All right. Continuing holding your dumbbells, you're gonna go ahead and wanna flip the position of your wrist so that your palms are facing outward. We're gonna jump into our 10 bicep curls. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place one to the side, and with the other dumbbell, you're going to want to bring it up horizontally, up and over your head, towards the back of your neck. And we're going to go ahead and do 12 tricep extensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So that completes our second set of exercises. Nice little round of applause. Hope you guys are starting to feel good. We're gonna go ahead and jump in to the third set of our upper body strength training. And you guys take like a 30 to 60 second break, grab some water. This is the perfect time to do that. Alrighty guys, hopefully you had a good little water break. Let's get into the third set of our upper body strength training workout. And what we're gonna do is continue where we left off, starting with our dumbbell shoulder press. Dumbbell shoulder press. Bringing the dumbbells up to your shoulders. Let's go ahead and count them out 10 times. There we go. Get all 10 of those out of the way. Starting with our third set of push-ups. You can do this modified or standard. Choice is yours. Don't overextend yourself. But also allow yourself to feel challenged in the exercise. That's probably one of the most important things you can do. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get 10 out of the way. By the way, if you guys have been following, you're more than welcome to exceed 10. You can do 15 if you really want to. But for me, 10 is good. 10 is where I'm going to stop. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want injury. And I don't want that for you guys. So Let's go ahead and jump into our bent over dumbbell rows. Putting 12 reps into it. Make this one count, guys. This is the last set of dumbbell reps you guys will be doing for the day. Feet shoulder width apart, or at least enough to stand your ground and have some stability. Good job. Oh, good job, guys. Next part of this for me is grabbing these dumbbells and doing 10 bicep curls. 10 bicep curls. Let's go. Go ahead and drop one of them. Keep one of your dumbbells horizontal. Bring it up over your head, into the back of your neck. And let's do 10 tricep extensions. Good job. If you guys were able to complete that entire set, we are now done with our upper body strength training, guys. Give yourself a nice little pat on the back. And we're gonna get into the next part of our lesson, which is core body strength training. And I'll see you guys in about 30 to 60 seconds, guys. Alrighty, so this is the one part of our exercise where we will be focusing on our core. These shouldn't be too intense, but if they are, you can always stop and try to collect yourself, take a breather, and jump back in when you're ready. For the first exercise that we're going to be doing, this is going to be engaging our core. It's basically going to be a forearm plank, and all you're going to do is hold yourself in the position with your feet up, your knees off the mat for 30 to 45 seconds. Okay. That was great if you were able to get that done. That was me doing 30 seconds. You're more than welcome to do 45 seconds. And really all that's going to do is develop your core muscles so that you can stay stabilized under the right conditions. This next one is called a Russian twist. And in order to do this, you're going to want to lay down with your knees bent. Grab your dumbbell engaging your core, and twist. 10 on each side. So those are not my favorite, guys. Those are not my favorite. And I don't think I did them correctly, but I guess I'll look back at the video and I'll see how these are supposed to be done. So I do apologize if I completely butchered those, but on to the next one. And basically we're gonna be doing dead bugs. 10 reps of dead bugs. You're gonna want to hold your feet and your arms and try to touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Followed by 10 leg raises. 10 leg raises. So for this one, you can keep your hands under your bottom if you need to. And you want to hold this leg raise for about 15 to 20 seconds. 15 to 20 seconds. Once you've completed those, we're gonna hop into our frame, being centered with the mat. And what you want to find yourself doing in this pose, these are called bird dogs. So keeping your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, you're simply going to want to bring your elbow from your left arm in and your right knee in into a full extension and hold that. There goes 2. We're going to do 10 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. We're going to go ahead and do 10 more on the other side. Whew. If you guys got to all through, you guys got through all of those exercises, you have completed the first round of core strength training. Go ahead and take 30 to 60 seconds, catch your breath, drink some water, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in to the second round of our core strength training. Alrighty guys, get ready for round 2 of our core strength training. And if you guys have made it this far through the exercises, give yourself a round of a hand. Good job. A round of applause. That's fantastic. Alright, so we're gonna jump straight into it, doing 30 seconds as a forearm plank. You can do it modified or standard push-up position. Basically, stay on your forearms, leaning your weight onto each of your arms, holding that position for 30 to 45 seconds. Good job, guys. Coming down to your bottom, you're gonna wanna go ahead and grab a dumbbell, like the one I have here. Come down to your back. Slight bend in your knees. And we're gonna twist with our dumbbell. Could be at your upper body if you prefer. That's where I keep mine. That was supposed to be 10. I don't think it was. But there's something good measure. Whew. Oh, God. Such an awesome feeling knowing that we're up and we're here to take advantage of our day. Jump into the next part of our core exercise, which are dead bugs. Dead bugs. Pretty interesting name. I like it. Keeping a V shape with your feet and a V shape with your arms, and try to reach to touch both. Moving into our leg lifts. You can keep your hands under your bottom if you need to. And you're just going to want to lift your legs and keep them there for 20 to 30 seconds. Come back up onto all fours. And try do some bird dogs. So for the bird dogs, if you guys don't remember, fairly simple. Come down to all fours. I'm gonna do 10 on each side. Starting now. Oh, there we go. Moving on to the other side. Let's go with 10. If you guys are able to get through every single one of those exercises, congratulate yourself for making it through round 2 of our core strength training. You guys did it. We're gonna go ahead and do one more round after you guys get about 30 to 60 seconds to cool down, catch your breath, grab a drink of water, whatever's necessary for you guys. Take your time, and we'll come back in about a minute. Alrighty, very glad that you guys have made it this far. We're gonna go ahead and start our round 3 of our core strength training exercises. So for round 3, we're gonna continue where we left off, starting with our forearm plank. We're gonna go ahead and drop down to the mat for about 30 to 45 seconds. Good job, guys. That was our last forearm plank. The next thing we're going to be doing is our Russian twist. With your Russian twist, you're going to go ahead and get your dumbbell at your side. Legs bent. And the goal is to keep your core engaged, twisting to each side 10 times. Those feel so unreal to me every time. Remember, we're human, we make mistakes. If I did that incorrectly, I apologize. Next thing we're gonna do is our dead bugs. So, staying on the mat, go ahead and point your feet at a V. Lay down. We're going to come up and do 10. Ready? Begin. Woo! Damn. Felt good. Go ahead and keep it down on the mat. Tuck your hands under your bottom. And go ahead and engage your core with a leg raise. 20 seconds. Good job. Continue that if you need more. If not, we're going to go ahead and get into our bird dog pose. So for our bird dog pose, you're going to go ahead and square up. Box yourself in with your arms, with your palms driving into the ground, shoulder width apart. Your knees at your hips. And go ahead and extend, starting with your left, bringing your right knee in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. You've completed all 3 rounds of core exercise training. Go ahead and take 30 to 60 seconds to catch your breath. Drink some water. And we're going to come down to the mat for our cool down for about 2 rounds. So as we find ourselves in our cool down, what we're going to want to do in this next exercise is a simple stretch called thread the needle. You may have done it before in other yoga sessions or stretching exercises, but essentially you want to come down to all fours. We're going to start with our right hand. We're going to see it up, allowing your gaze to reach up with your hand. And then we're going to come down to the ground with our shoulder. Come back up. Now with our left. You can push with your opposite palm into the ground to really twist if need be. Come back. We're going to go ahead and start with the right one again. Lifting our gaze with our hand, threading it through, pushing our left palm into the ground. Coming back to all fours. Going with our left. Reaching our gaze up with our left hand. Bringing it through. Okay, guys. This next one, we're basically going to do a cross body shoulder stretch. Might want to hold that for about 10 seconds. Switching arms. And allowing your shoulder to just feel the stretch. Come back again with your left. Hold that through. These final cool down stretches, these are really supposed to just allow you to keep your muscles engaged well. Your heart rate drops back to a normal baseline. And cool downs, completely underrated in my opinion. So if you don't normally cool down, I recommend you start getting into the idea of cooling down. For this next one, all we're going to want to do is bring our attention into a little ball and just hold this there. Bringing it back up, some box breathing. So for box breathing, we're gonna inhale, making it a long lasting inhale, about 4 seconds. We're gonna hold our breath for about 4 seconds, and then we're going to exhale for about 8 seconds. Let's go ahead and try that. So inhale, hold, exhale. Try that one more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. Again, inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And that was our first round of our cool down. As we collect ourselves, we're going to go ahead and thread the needle once more, jumping into our second round of our cool down. So, starting with your left hand, reaching your gaze up, bringing it down, You can push with your opposite hand into the ground to add a little bit more twist. You don't need to, but you could. Right hand up towards the sky, bringing it down, turning the needle. Left hand back up. Down. Back to center. Right hand goes up with my gaze. Thread the needle. Good. We're going to go ahead and do our cross body shoulder stretch. Hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds. It should feel nice and good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back in to a little ball. I like to stretch my neck when in this position. You don't have to. Just something you could do while your hands are on your head or over your neck. Going back into our box breathing. This is simply just going to be 4 seconds worth of inhale, 4-second hold, 8-second exhale. Four-second inhale, 4-second hold, 8-second exhale. Four-second inhale, 4-second hold, 8-second exhale. Four-second inhale, 4-second hold, 8-second exhale. You guys have achieved a new status in who you are today just by joining me, having the courage to grow, getting up here, and just being a part of the process. And it's important that we allow ourselves the space to be grateful that we have the ability to push ourselves and to just be aware, be alive, be here right now in this moment. I can't express it enough that my deepest gratitude goes to each and every one of you that tuned in and was able to go through these exercises with me. For those of you that know, this hasn't been easy for me in any stretch of the imagination, getting out here into a public area, providing these exercises and just jumping into it with you guys. And my deepest gratitude goes out to all of you that have chosen to tune in or subscribe or like or share. I appreciate all of it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Look out for day 3. It's coming soon.